Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel today. Today we're here to talk about one of the most anticipated records of the year. It is the return of metalcore legends Underoath and their new record Erase Me. Now this is a record that, as I said, is one of the most anticipated of the year. Not for me personally, I've never been all that into Underoath, and if you guys saw my review of Rapture, you know that I thought it was an alright song, but I did think that On My Teeth was a great first single. And so going into the record, I was just hoping for a good metalcore record. And what I will say about Erase Me is that it is an above average metalcore record. And for a metalcore scene that has been struggling to put out good records lately, that's a very good thing. And this is a record that is enjoyable from start to finish, even though there are some moments here and there that don't really hit the heights that I think people want Underoath to hit. But again, it's an above average metalcore record, and for a scene that has been struggling, that's a very good thing. The record opens really well with the first track, It Has to Start Somewhere. I think it's a really terrific opener, and it really kind of gets you in the mood for what to expect throughout the rest of the record. There are some more experiments that go on throughout the record, but the main sound of Erase Me is definitely found within that opening track. And something else I'll say about this record is that there is a lot of ferocity and a lot of passion that has gone into this record, and you can tell that through the performances, especially vocally. Now, some people may listen to this record and go, oh, they're just trying to do the popular thing, big choruses, screamed verses, that kind of thing, but within the performances, even instrumentally, you can hear that they've got a lot of passion for this band, and they've got a lot of passion for what they're singing about. Something that has been coming out ever since Underoath has come back is that apparently they're tighter than they've ever been as a band and have better relationships than they've ever had within the band, and they're also not a Christian band anymore, which apparently is something that people care about. I mean, it's music at the end of the day, so whether it's Christian based or not shouldn't really matter to people, but apparently some people felt betrayed. On My Teeth, as I said, was a great first single. It really shows that ferocity and shows that passion that Underoath still have. I love the fast pace to this track, and the drumming is phenomenal throughout. The screaming is really my favourite part of this song, and I think altogether as a song, it is one of the strongest on the entire record, and something that On My Teeth really shows off is just how great the drumming is on this record. It is definitely the highlight of the entire record. It's just Aaron Gillespie and how good he is as a drummer. Obviously, being on tour with Paramore has really helped him refine his skills, and on this record, he's at his best behind the kit. So that's a definite plus for this record. There are a couple of moments throughout the record that really just don't work for me, and the main one of those is definitely Sync With You. I think this song's a bit of a miss, and it's really repetitive, and I just don't think that the vocals that have been written for this song really fit all that well. They just kind of, they stand out and sound awkward, and I just don't really like them at all. And something that I also don't like about this song, and something that we're going to see happen a lot in the hardcore and metal scene ever since Code Orange's Forever came out, that's the false ending. Of course, Code Orange weren't the first to invent it, but man, they perfected it. And on this track, Underoath have their shot at it, and I just don't think it works. I think it makes a pretty alright song, just that little bit worse. So that's definitely a downer for me. But for the most part throughout this record, the songs don't really stand out. They kind of just pass by. There's nothing really within a lot of these songs to make them special and make them big. Like, Underoath are known for their really massive anthems, and on this record there's not really any of them. On My Teeth is probably the closest it gets to, and another track later on in the record, which I'll talk about at the end of this review, is another one of those. But other than that, the rest of the record just kind of passes by. A good song on this record is definitely Hold Your Breath. I think this song is definitely the song that combines everything that goes on throughout this record together in a really nice way. I think the chorus is absolutely massive, probably the biggest melodic moment on the record, so that's a definite highlight for me. But the closing track for me is easily my favourite song on this record, and that is the song I Gave Up. I think this track is an absolutely fantastic closer, and it makes me wish that they'd done more of this kind of thing throughout the entire record, or just maybe more of this songwriting quality, because the songwriting within this track is absolutely fantastic. The dynamics are the real thing that I love the most. Just having it start out with pianos and vocals and then going up into these great big heights throughout the entire song. It's one of the longest songs on the record, but it definitely doesn't feel that way, and it's definitely the highlight of the record for me, and shows that Underoath still have great songwriting within them. They just need to really work to get it out a bit more. Overall, I think this record is good. Does it live up to the hype and live up to the expectations of Underoath fans? I don't think it does. I think there's going to be a lot of people disappointed with this record, and a lot of people thinking that the Underoath reunion, was kind of not worth it, because there's been so much anticipation for this record, and I think for a lot of people this is going to let them down. For me, as someone who's not a massive Underoath fan and didn't grow up with them, I think this record's fine, and it's not something I'm going to listen to all the time, but there are some songs on here that I really, really enjoy and will definitely be in my playlists for the best songs of this year. So anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments section. What do you think about the record? I think it's decent, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people who are a lot more negative than I am. Make sure you follow me on all my social medias down in the description and hit that subscribe button. That way I can see you next time. Go and listen to the album and tell me what you think, and enjoy the tunes. Fresh Currents.